Hi, welcome in to Authentically Lovable You. I hope that you've had a great week and you enjoyed our last session that we spoke about beginnings, necessary beginnings. So, tonight, what we're going to be talking about is empowerment, all right? So, in authenticity, it's very important for you to acknowledge and own your own power. Sometimes we refer to that as taking your power back. It's really taking a stance on those things that are important to you. It's speaking up. We discussed this in Healthy Boundaries before about letting people know um, what was appropriate for you and what was not. Sometimes in those situations, it won't happen until maybe the situation happens. And then you need to speak up and let people know that it's not okay. So that's the only way they're going to know. So if you sit there and don't take a stand for yourself, then you're going to continue to be disrespected or disregarded. So, empowerment is having the ability to say um, to yourself, first and foremost, I am important and I am taking my power back at this moment. Um, it's not something that you have to vocalize, all right? But it's very important to acknowledge those things that are important to you. And again, we start with that in healthy boundaries when we talked about that. It's like someone disregarding you. It's like someone um, bullying you sarcastically. Um, like, oh, well, it was only a joke. Um, if it hurts your feelings and it's not a statement that represents you, um, then by all means, you have the right to take your power back and say, I don't appreciate that. um, I would like for you to stop. Now, if the behavior continues, that's where you initiate your boundary and you may need to pull back. And you know what? You have that right to do that. All right. It's very important for everyone individually and corporately to own how you feel. And how you do that is you look within yourself and you say, what is important? Now, if you're an individual that people constantly are not valuing your words or think that you're a little too nice or a little too soft, then definitely it's time for a boundary and it's time to um, take your power back. And when you do that, I will honestly tell you, empowerment is like a tsunami. Once you have the ability to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that, or no, I'm not available, um, or no, that hurts my feelings, you're empowering yourself. Okay, you're taking a stance for you, you're standing up for you, the person. Okay, and that sets a boundary and that says to the other person, look, what you're doing is not okay. All right, and they will respect you. So pulling back, being silent, acknowledging, going within, how does that make me feel? And you have every right to honor yourself, to set a boundary, and to take a step back. That is what empowerment is about. And once you begin to step into that path and that process, your authenticity will go to a whole new level because that is going to send out an aura of, wow, um, they really mean it. And unfortunately, today, um, the nicer you are, people may view you as not having boundaries. So it's very important. Um, if you've ever gone through this, if you take the opposite end, if people will say things and you don't speak up, they will continue until you do. All right. So it's very important. And you need to acknowledge your value, your importance. And that is your power. That's how you take your power back. Now, you don't have to be degrading or um, like an attacking kind of mode. You can just say no, or, this is not okay. And this is why. All right. You don't really have to explain yourself, but if you choose to, that's fine. Um, and so, but that's how you go to a whole new level. Since this show is also about leveling up, this is about you honoring the person that you are. This is about you showing love to yourself. Because when you truly love someone, you don't disrespect them. When you truly love someone, you honor what's important to them. When you truly love someone, you love them authentically. All right? And so remember, love begins within ourselves. In order to have that kind of love on the outside, you need to own it inwardly. And we talked about this last time. It's like reparenting yourself. If you've come from a home that's dysfunctional or not loving, you need to go back and have some conversations with yourself and let yourself know that, it's a new time, it's a new chapter. I'm here to honor you, the child, the person, the man, the woman that you are. And I'm so proud of you because you know what? You've come a long way. In 1 year, this podcast has really grown, and it's been very important about being authentically lovable you, because no one can love you better than you. So take the time to get to know yourself. Take the time to approve the person that you are. And if there are things that you're not happy with, again, we talked about last time, new beginnings. Pick one or two things to work on. All right. You don't need to tackle everything, because you know what? There's a lot of great in you. And I know for myself, I have a few things to work on. But the most important thing to me is that I walk in my authenticity, that I love myself first and foremost. Okay. And I'm transparent with myself, because I came from a background that the love that I received was fake. It was not real. And you can tell, it's just not in saying, oh, I love you. It's also in, how do they show you? Do they respect you? Do they honor you? All right? Do they value you? That was not my case. And it took many years for me to learn to honor myself. All right? To get my power back, to empower myself. And I had to learn the hard way. And I'm still learning. So I show up for myself every day. I pat myself on the back. I applaud my accomplishments. And you know what? I keep moving forward. And that's my authenticity. I walk in my truth. I own my integrity. Okay? I've come a long way. I am not the same person I was 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago. I have completely changed. And you know what? I am so proud of the person I am today. Again, I still have things to work on. Everybody does. So it's just one day at a time, one step at a time. But actually, the true step begins when you truly love the person that you are, your creation. All right? I'm returning to the things that I once loved. I'm a marathon runner. My dream is to do a triathlon this year. Um, when I run, I feel good. I feel empowered because you know why? I'm honoring the person inside. I'm painting again. I'm doing things that, I let go of because life got very challenging. So always come back to that place. We talked about peace, being in a place of peace, a place of silence. It's very cathartic and very healing. So remember, always come back to that place. Okay? Always remember to love yourself daily, moment by moment, second by second, authentically, truly, with passion. Be real with you, okay? Because no one can love you like you do. So I hope this message has been engaging, enlightening, and fun. Until next time, continue to walk in your authenticity and be authentically lovable you. I'm very proud of you. Keep up the great work. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye bye.